Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. It is I, your host, Ichi Badass, welcoming you to today's third part to the Genocide Speedrunning Tutorial Part 3 for Newbies. Now, for this part, we are going to be focused primarily on the region referred to as Waterfall. In this area, spoiler alert, you're going to be fighting Undyne the Undying. Yes, also your monster count for this region before you get the nobody came message, for me anyways, is 16. This does not include killing Shiren, which you're gonna kill, and it also doesn't include the first Eren and the first Rashua that you run into. Since those are generic enemies that you run into, you can run away from them immediately. So right here before the bridge, you're gonna run into an Eren, just simply flee. The reason for it is it takes 2 attacks to kill him. Now, technically speaking, you could kill him because he takes 2 attacks anyways, but you're better off running away. Rashua here, same thing. You have the tough glove from Snowden still, so it is not worth trying to kill those enemies. That would take 1 attack to kill a Rashua later. The Eren, unfortunately, he takes 2 attacks no matter what, even with the ballet shoes. Also, in Waterfall, you will be getting the ballet shoes prior to your Undyne the Undying fight. You will be also grabbing, if you so choose, the cloudy glasses, which increases the number of invincibility frames that you have after being hit during your fight. It is actually fairly useful of a piece of armor and equipment. Highly recommended if you're new to fighting Undyne. And if you have your snow pieces, which you should from the second part to this video series, in Snowden, the little snowman gave you 3 snow pieces, heals for 45 HP apiece, one of the best healing items in the game that's like absolutely free. Yeah, you're really going to want to have those in your inventory for Undyne the Undying. Not only does it help for her, but any of them that you actually save, you can use for your Sans fight later. You will also be killing Glad Dummy. He's not Mad Dummy this time. He's actually toned down a bit and he dies quite literally instantaneously. So you're just going to want to attack him as fast as humanly possible. Also, if you have any questions about these videos, the previous 2 that you may have watched, be sure to please leave it in the comment section below and I'll do my best of my ability to answer it. Now right here, we're going to head on south and we're going to pick up our ballet shoes. But before we do that, in this room, on the way to him, we're going to grind out our first 2 enemy encounters, which is part of my monster count. You're guaranteed, it is scripted, to run into 2 mold smalls. Now you can go for a center crit attack like right here, we hit for that magic number 6 to 9, or you could also hit for more of a mid attack in the middle of yellow to save like a fraction of a second. So right now, if you're using your phone to keep track of how many kills you have, you're using dice, using a pen and paper, your kill count is going to be at 2. Equip the ballet shoes, that way you can kill Rashua in a single hit. It's broken up into 3 attacks. You'll see right away as soon as you use the ballet shoes. You will learn. You will learn today. And Eren still takes 2 hits, which I do not recommend typically killing the Eren. So I'm killing the Rashua here. You have to go through the attack phase of Eren, which roughly eats up about 5 seconds of your time. That's typically why it's recommended to just simply flee from him. By running away, we save 5 more seconds. Actually, more than that in this case scenario. And we just continue on with a total monster count of 3. As you see, also, Onion Sand is not here during the Genocide route if you've already done your casual playthrough, which I hope that you did before you considered speedrunning this game. That'd be good. Middle attack, crit, doesn't matter. Kill Shiren. I'm going to fast forward through here. We're going to pick up Monster Kid, do a little dancing in the rain on our way to the spear bridge with Undyne. You can just tell how excited I am. Also in this scene, if you press up and down simultaneously, you actually move through this scene substantially faster. It's a lesser known, I want to say, glitch. A lot of people know of it, and it's sort of common sense. Like, I would just walk around holding up, down everywhere I went, like wall humping, wiggling on the walls and everything, no matter what. I didn't know it actually did anything, like it improved the number of steps or allowed you to transition through areas quickly. Right here, you're going to want to do the best that you can to avoid getting hit by spears by Undyne, obviously. Each time you're hit by a spear, these attack sequences typically eat up around 2 seconds of your time. So it does you well to either just somehow wiggle in between them, or simply just wait a moment for the spear to pop up, and then you can walk through the hitbox without being attacked by the spears here. A little bit of RNG involved, but not something so much that it's going to like eat up all of your time during a speed run. Very, very negligible. You'll lose very little time, assuming you don't like walk into like every single spear. Literally 2 seconds per spear that you run into for that attack sequence. So with each one of these, you see I'm going to lose 2 seconds on my time, which is really not good. So I'm dancing around, serpentine, up and down. In a way, you actually can manipulate the potential spawn placement of these spears by moving one side over the other. And after the third set on this final portion of the bridge, go a little ways and then come right back and it will end it. You'll see Undyne, and then you fall down and you get a little bit of dialogue with Asriel. Some people say, oh no, it's somebody else. No, it's pretty much Goat Kid. It's Asriel saying, how you doing? You've fallen, you can't get up. Here's a life alert. Move my little annoying doggy cursor over just above the heart and on top of my splits. There, get up. Ichi, huh? That's a nice name. My name is Potato. You actually don't even see what his name is. You can just assume by the audio with his voice. Now, welcome to this area, the junkyard of Undertale, where you also meet Glad Dummy, or if you recall, Mad Dummy during your casual playthrough through neutral or even the true pacifist ending. Again, in that little box that I just walked past, that cooler, there's actually 2 spacebar food bars in there that heal for like 20 HP. If you're doing a neutral route, since you only have 20 HP without killing anything, if you're going like passive neutral or true pacifist, pick those up. It's a full heal item when you're at like 20 health. Now right here we're going to grab our cloudy glasses. And we're going to want to equip these too, by the way. This is what I was talking about earlier that gives you those additional invincibility frames. Instant kill a Temmie here, or in the 1 out of 50 chance that you don't instant kill the Temmie. This is going to be our kill count number 4 for this area, followed by a scripted Moldsmal and a Mold Bug. That being said, the first enemy dies relatively quickly, while the second one needs to be at least gold bar crit once. The Mold Bug has a minimum of 70 health, so as long as you get a single crit, you are fine. Now, this room right here is where you grind out at least a minimum of 10 monster kills. Because my total count is 16 for the area, not counting Shyren, Glad Dummy, you're going to grind out 10 here. Actually 12, because you grind out 2 more on your way, walking through this hallway. So at 12, you go through here. Either you'll get an encounter before the end of this, or you grind out an additional encounter. Which unfortunately we got a Temmie right here. Continue on into this room, this is the final room adjacent to where you'll encounter Undyne by the talking flower thing. Walk through it, hit the crystal, otherwise you're going to get lost. Try to get through this in a timely fashion. A nice double right here. This is really what you want in terms of doubles, with Shua and Moldbugs, because they die in a single attack sequence. As long as you land 1 crit on the Moldbug, you're perfectly fine before leveling up. Let's continue on. And we're at 16 enemy kills, thankfully, because we had an odd number. Go up to the Echo Flower, run into Undyne. You're going to mash through the dialogue here with Undyne and Monster Kid, and it's going to open up the path in which you take up to Undyne the Undying for your first real Genocide boss battle of this entire Genocide speedrunning tutorial series. I know it took you 3 parts just to get to an actual boss fight, but the preparation, trust me, is worth it. I still hope that you casually play through Genocide first. It's an experience that will take you approximately, at least, it took me 7 hours to get through Undying Sands and everything. It varies depending on your skill level, how much of you've actually seen of the game. Final save point right before Undyne the Undying. And I stopped my splits here for a moment. When you're speedrunning, don't stop your splits. You're not supposed to stop your splits if you're trying to submit a run. It has to be consistent through the entire thing. If you make a mistake and you stop your splits, well, the run is pretty much ripped, but you can at least still go through the run for practice. Let us begin our Undyne fight. Monster Kid dies. Well, he actually doesn't die, but you can attack him instantaneously because Undyne will block the attack. So just try to attack Monster Kid as quickly as possible after going through his dialogue. This dialogue here is also mashable, so you can mash through it by cycling through the ZX, Shift, Enter, Return, etc. Get through it as fast as possible. You're going to begin your Undyne the Undying fight. Now, this fight... You might want to watch this a couple of times, but the concept is to land as many crits as you possibly can, preferably. And I actually, at this point, have a bit of a system that determines the value of crits landed on Undyne the Undying to determine whether or not you get something that's referred to as a quick kill. The quick kill is her final attack before you typically kill her on an average timed run, is a slow spear attack like this one that we just went through. You can actually avoid that final slow moving spear attack before she goes all super crazy by landing enough critical attacks on her. And to determine the value of your crits, if you land only 1 crit on her and the 2 other bars are near the center, where you hit around for 1500 damage, that to me is a value of -1. If you land 2 crits and a whatever attack, like this one right here that hit for over 1600 damage, I refer to that as a value of 0. And if you land a triple attack, like this, it is a +1 value. If you have a +4 value by her final attack right before the slow-moving spears, then just about anything that you land on her will guarantee you the quick kill. And the quick kill will effectively save you a minimum of about 15 seconds off of your speedrun time. And it is something easily achievable as long as you actually either practice Undyne, or you will achieve the ability to gain quick kills against Undyne just simply by running through your speedrun. For me personally, I prefer trial by fire. It's what works for me because I don't have the free time to practice. I rather run the stream live and do the best of my ability, complete the run, do or die. I'm dying right here with Undyne. Do or die, you know. Typically the title of my speedrun is Genocide. Death equals reset. If I die at any point during my Genocide speedrun, I must reset because my completed speedruns is without a single death. So any mistake like that is a rip. So right here is this final slow-moving spear attack that I was referring to that can be avoided if you land enough criticals on Undyne the Undying. Since we did not do it, just about anything right here will be enough to end this fight. Our time is going to be over for our average Undyne the Undying. Fast forwarding through the audio here. And yes, I managed to do this without getting hit or using snowballs or any sort of armor. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this video was helpful for you with getting through Waterfall, the 3rd part of this Genocide speedrunning tutorial. Right here in the lab, by the way, you might want to grab the instant noodles. It's one of the few full heal items in the entire game. And the 4th part, continuing on this series, we'll be talking about Hotlands, it'll be talking about Sands. I might either bundle up in one big part 4 or break it up into 2 because a lot of people seem to have problems with Sans. Hey guys, EG Badass here, reminding you to smash that subscribe button. Additionally, if you like anything Undertale related, consider checking me out on Twitch. I'm a Undertale speedrunner 6 days a week. Anyways, please take care of yourselves. You guys are absolutely awesome for your support, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Bye!